In today's video, I'm just going to be doing a little mock Vogue beauty secret tutorial. If you guys want to see how I wash my face, go from skin like this. Skin like this. And now obviously my skin today. And how I do my everyday makeup routine. Keep on watching. Hi Vogue, I'm Gigicarmona and this is my everyday skincare and makeup routine. So first I'm going to use these hair clips just to get my hair out of the way and then we will start. Okay, now we have the hair back. The first step, and obviously a very major step, is I wash my hands with the Dawn dish soap just because I feel like it's the best to, get all the germs off, and it'll really clean my hands, and I feel like even if, you're getting that on your skin, it's not sensitive at all. Just to get a little bit of the base of the makeup off, I love using these makeup wipes by Equate. They're just the fragrance-free makeup wipe. I know that I'm probably going to get a lot of hate, like, why are you using makeup wipes? That's so bad. Well, it works for me. So for my eyes, I use the Pond's Cream Makeup Remover. So now to actually wash my face, I use the CeraVe Renewing SA Cleanser. And this is the best cleanser that has worked for my skin personally. Is like combination oily but also dry, like in my T-zone, and then the rest can be dry, but it really just depends on the weather. I absolutely love how gentle this is on my skin. Three minutes is up, time to wash it off. So now I pat dry my face just because I don't want to rub down on my skin and get all these wrinkles when I'm older. So I know I said that this is my skincare routine for every day, but because this is for YouTube and because I want to give y'all all the best tips on how I got my skin cleared up, I do also use face masks. So I have two face masks with me right now. I have the Ordinary AHA 30% and BHA 2% peeling solution mask. And I also have this Draw It All Out mask from Formula 10.0.6. It's just a detox peel mask and it's made out of charcoal and plum. And I just use that in my nose, and the rest of it will be the peeling solution from the Ordinary. The only bad thing I could say about this mask right here is that it is a little bit fragrance, like you can tell. Like I said, it works for me. It gets the job done, so might as well. Got a little upside down heart. Don't actually put the applicator to your skin because then you're just being dirty. I'm gonna go relax and let these masks sit for about 10 minutes and then I'll come back and we can move forward. Me and my big head are back. So how I like to take all this off is I know that this does peel and this peels way easier than the red one. And I usually take the red one off with just a hot towel. Wow, okay. My skin feels so smooth after using all that. Up next in the routine, I'm taking the Ordinary Glycolic Acid 7% toning solution and I'm just gonna get a cotton ball and put that all over my face. I love using this for toner just because I really feel like glycolic acid really helps with, like brightening up the skin, and a lot of people don't even realize how important toner is. And it's actually one of my favorite steps because I know it's really benefiting my face. That helped keep it so moisturized. So next in my routine is I use two serums from, you guessed it, the Ordinary. And it's the Buffet serum and then the Niacinamide 10% and Zinc 1% serum. We're going in with the Buffet serum first. Here's the niacinamide and the zinc. So I leave this on here for a second because the next step in my routine is I actually go in with this tazarotene cream that I got from my dermatologist called Eraslo, and you're supposed to mix it with like a little bit of water and put it into your skin, but I have really found some great improvement in my skin by using this Ordinary serum and this mixed together. You just need about this much for the whole face. It's dry now. I'm moisturizing today with the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion, and I love this stuff. I could use this stuff all day. every day, just lather myself all up in it because it is the best moisturizer that I have used, and it's obviously really lightweight. I love this stuff because it has 3 essential ceramides and also hyaluronic acid, and you already know that that stuff is so good for your skin. I also go in with one more moisturizer, and you will see why in the next step. A lot of y'all might call me crazy, or you might actually understand me, but when you're using drying medications for your skin and you know you're going to be kind of dried out here, whatever, and especially in the winter, Aquaphor. I love using Aquaphor on top of the CeraVe moisturizer because I know that with the CeraVe, like, it can tend to fade a little bit after a while, but once you have this Aquaphor on, like, your skin is moisturized and locked in the entire day, and that's what I love about it. This is something that I think everyone just has to try out because a lot of people have broken out from it just because it can clog your pores if you're, you know, applying too much. But I apply just the right amount to fairly distribute it around my face to where it's not like too much in one area and everything is just perfect. Now we're going in with the Cetaphil Hydrating Eye Cream because these eyes sometimes be dry from, you know, sweating or like crying or like, you know, things that life brings you. You know, eye bags. Period. Per. What's next? Now this step is the best, most important. You have to listen to me. You have to go run to a dermatologist right now and go get this stuff because this is absolutely what changed the skincare game for me and what helped my skin go from terrible acne, like cystic type acne, to now having this is my skin. I got this prescription from my dermatologist and it's called Anextin. This has clendicinnamide phosphate 1.2% and then benzoyl peroxide 3.75%, and both of those ingredients are so good in a spot cream, and that's exactly why I love this stuff. And you literally don't even need that much. Like, I really don't put that much anyways, but I put it in my problem areas, like obviously where I'm breaking out, or like I feel like I'm gonna start breaking out there, and you know, I just need to get rid of a pimple really quick. This stuff will get rid of my acne in like less than a week. Now that I put that all on the problems, I'm just gonna actually rub it in. I don't know why I don't do it while I go. I think I just like knowing like, hey, you put it here, so make sure you really rub it in here. The last step is I use this Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe and apigens and also coconut water. Take these out. Here's my skin. So this completes the skin portion of this video. But wait, don't go yet. Now it's time for makeup. It's makeup time. So first, I'm gonna brush out my brows. I'm using the e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. I've literally used eyebrow pencils for the longest time because, as you can tell, I have like no eyebrows. I was always using the Anastasia brand, and like I loved that stuff. But like also when I look back at it now, I would never use it again. Like it went by so fast. Like I was always buying a new one. But oh, keep calling me. Say hi to YouTube.
Yo, they're not.
This is a me thing. I don't expect anyone to follow this. I use an eyeshadow palette. I use these 3 shades right here in my Jackie Hill palette, or wow, Jackie Hill, her name's Jacqueline. Let me re-say it. My Jacqueline Hill palette for my eyebrows. Black doesn't work, the darkest brown doesn't work, and the lightest brown doesn't work, so I assume if I use all 3 of them at the same time, it's gonna work. I do this on the like middle and end part of my eyebrow because the only reason I really use the eyebrow pencil is more for like my inner eyebrows, because if I, you know, went straight in with this on the inner, it would just be really bad. I'm gonna take my eyelash curler from e.l.f. It's good for me. I love it. That's my lashes. I'm gonna take my Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. I use usually 2 mascaras, but sometimes 3 depending on like the lash day it is, but I promise it's not clumpy. I have a lot of the Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascaras because when it actually empties out, the applicators are still really good to actually separate your lashes because the actual mascara is very good at lengthening and separating. But I love taking the dry brush to actually separate before I put on the wet version, if that makes any sense. A little goes a long way with this, and I literally just use it to lengthen. And then I go back in with the Lash Sensational one more time to add a little bit extra volume to the parts I just lengthened. You obviously clicked on this video because you wanted to see my skincare and makeup routine, or you just wanted to see a random girl on your YouTube skincare makeup routine. If you don't know me, hi. If you do, what's up? I've always been known for having really good skin and also really being into makeup. I started getting into makeup as soon as I popped out of my mom's coochie. I was like, lipstick, blush. And then in 5th grade is when I remember I really started to like broaden my experience with makeup. I got a metallic sort of stick eyeshadow and I wore it every single day. It was so ugly. Like if I look back at it now, I would never wear that stuff again. I used to never own eyeliner, and I have obviously loved Ariana Grande since I was 8 years old. If you guys know who Ariana Grande is, obviously she's known for obviously being a fucking amazing singer and songwriter, but not only that, actress. But not only that, she's obviously known for that good hair and of course her eyeliner. And I've always, ever since I was 8 years old, wanted eyeliner. Asked my mom in 5th grade, she said no. So I didn't get eyeliner in 5th grade. I upgraded to 7th grade getting my eyeliner. The eyeliner I'm using is by Wet n Wild. It's just the breakup proof eyeliner. It's like less than $5 probably. So my mom finally let me get eyeliner when I was in like 7th grade. Ariana Grande really inspired me to like how I do my eyes now. I've had so much time to learn, but I mean, it's still not perfect every time. I've just found my little like routine way of doing it. These are as even as they're gonna get because it's nighttime. I have nowhere to go to do my eyeliner like this. Thing I do is I spray my face with the Mario Badescu. I do have moisturizer on right now. I have the same moisturizers that I used when I was doing my skincare. So sunscreen is a really important step to your skincare before your makeup. Even if I'm not doing my makeup and I literally just need to put sunscreen because I'm gonna go outside and be in the sun, you guys have to remember to do this. I have a tinted sunscreen. I feel really dumb saying Istin, so I'm pretty sure it's ISDIN Photo. I don't know how to say broad spectrum photo aging defense sunscreen from this brand. In case you can't, you know, afford to go to the dermatologist, or you don't know if that's like, you're not just gonna go to the dermatologist for sunscreen, you can definitely order that on their website or on Amazon. So this sunscreen compares really nicely to the Elta MD sunscreen because they're both tinted and they're both really soft sunscreens. Like, it feels like I have nothing on my face. Next step in my routine is foundation. I have two Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation and concealers. One of them is literally just like because it's about to run out, and I do like to use it more though because it is the darker color, but I just mix them and try to get a little bit of the last of that foundation that's darker on my skin. I wet my beauty blender. If you've seen a makeup tutorial, you already know you gotta beat your face up. As you can see, you can't really see my veiny ass skin. That used to be something I was really insecure about when I was younger. I really didn't get over it until about a year or two ago, just because I've always hated how easily you can see my veins and like everything going on underneath my skin. e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer with a satin finish. If you want a good concealer for the cheap, go get yourself the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer because I promise you guys, it is so nice, so lightweight. I just want to say, like, for anybody watching this video, because maybe you're feeling like you don't know what to do about your skin, or you feel insecure about your skin, like what it's looking like, or the skin type you have. I know it's easier said than done. I promise you that when you actually do your research to look into like better skincare products or like better ways to actually take care of your skin, whether that's like the food you're putting into your body or whatever, it does get better. I remember for the longest time when my skin was really bad, like I just had acne everywhere, and everywhere that I didn't want acne, like no matter how much makeup I put on, you could still see it. I just thought it was never gonna go away. I had really bad scars from picking at my acne. Here is a quick announcement. Stop picking your acne, stop picking your pimples, because I swear you're gonna get scars and you're gonna think that it'll never go away, and sometimes they don't go away. So I would have rather just had pimples there for like, you know, 2 weeks, whatever, than to have a mark for the rest of my life. But as far as makeup, you do not have to put makeup on because you want to be comparing the Instagram models and like celebrities that you see. Makeup is just supposed to enhance what you already beautifully have been given by God or whatever you believe in. I just want to remind everyone of that because sometimes I think a lot of us forget that that is the reason of makeup and not to level with the beauty standards that we have these days, because obviously they just keep getting worse and worse by the minute. It's literally just for fun too though. Like, I personally do makeup because I've always loved makeup. I've always loved getting creative with different looks. That's my favorite part of makeup. This stuff that I'm using on my face right now, it's the Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush by Milani. I just bought this recently, and this is a prime example of something that I'm saying I love experimenting with, because I've always had like shitty blushes that never worked. I just use that Milani liquid cheek blush, but I also go in with this powder, which you guys have definitely seen before in my Shawn Mendes video. If you haven't seen that video, by the way, go watch it. It's my most viewed and also most fun video ever. I loved making that video, I loved editing that video, and I loved everything that happened in that video. That trip, for being so unexpected, ended up being the best thing ever. I literally didn't even have a hotel until like 2 days before I was supposed to go. I thought I was gonna have to sell my ticket, like I thought my parents weren't even gonna let me go, and then I ended up being in a Shawn Mendes music video. That's probably the best story I couldn't tell my kids. And if you're now here because you followed me from that video, hi, my name's Gigi. I love skincare. I love beauty and fashion and everything in that category, and also being the funniest pretty bitch you'll probably ever meet. I'm gonna go in with my Hoola bronzer. I do use the applicator that it came with because I love it and I think it's great. I'll like start the line with that, and then to like buff it out, I use this brush. Sometimes I will use this brush, whatever is left on it, to kind of start my nose contour, but I definitely don't like rely on it because it's way too thick. I go in with this brush and I contour with this just because it's a pretty thick eyeshadow brush that, you know, is good for this type of contour. Like, it obviously gets a really good hold of it. Now I'm gonna take this Fit Me Loose Setting Powder by Maybelline. I take one of these, just the little angled sponge. I use this to cut my contour near my cheeks. I think I actually took this idea from Ulta. Ulta always has these there. And I was like, why would I not like use this for my setting powder? Like, it's actually so good. So I bought them in like a little baggie at the Dollar Tree. Okay, I'm just gonna let that like bake. I have some on my forehead right now that I'm gonna go ahead and take off because my forehead, if it gets too dry, it'll actually start cracking, and I don't like that. So there we go. And this one too, I'm gonna go ahead and take off. If you leave it setting for too long, you'll have like a really harsh line, and I don't like that. Now that that is off, I'm gonna let this one sit for a little bit longer, and while I do that, I also have this other bronzer. I use this Skin Lights by Revlon, and it's a like shimmery, more metallic bronzer, but I just kind of pat it on top of the Hoola one, because I would never use this as a sole contour or bronzer because it's not pigmented enough. It really does help bring out the Hoola bronzer a little bit more and also give a little sun-kissed glow to my looks. So I like just using it as a little topper. Now I'm gonna take the powder under my eyes and on the sides of my nose off. And this powder is just so good in setting everything and making sure that you're not gonna have little mascara accidents. I'm just gonna round this contour a little bit more on the bottom of my nose. Okay, I have this Duo Highlight and Blush Palette by MAC, and it's the Nutcracker Sweet Peach Face Compact. It's just that this was released in 2015 or 2016, I believe, so it's pretty old, and if any of you guys find it, kudos to you, because I'm pretty sure this is a limited edition, like, Christmas MAC products that they released, you know, ever so years ago. How many years ago was 2015? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 7? I was thinking 7. Literally 7 years ago, and I still used it. It cracked really easily for me. So like a lot of it, I actually didn't even use. It just ended up on my bathroom floor from cracking so goddamn easily. Like, come on, man. I really don't use the blush like that. Like, obviously you can tell it's really, really used, and I have used it. It's just that that was my shitty blush, because honestly, the MAC blush wasn't even that great. But it like got the job done for me. I thought it was amazing blush until I realized my blush game was just terrible. Okay, so I'm going in with the inner corners and then also my nose. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to keep up with the rest of my videos, just hit the subscribe button and like this video and comment what you guys want to see next.